Called CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Record. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, get on.
Boston Scott, his first carry, runs through the contact. They find some open field here. Still shedding tackles. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Boston Scott, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Watch 2 for 1. Check right 54. Right 54. Watch twist. Mike 5-4. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Always some type of precipitation.
Here's Goff. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch.
Yeah, I'm
it's
just
3rd
saying,
down.
they can't play it always something. He be hating that shit. Every time he come in.
180! Keep it up! Maverick! Right there, 54, right there. 50. Hey, exit! I'm going to come back to you. Mike,
Gone. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Here's Scott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
Mike's 59. Let's go, D.
On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We got this.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a third down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
I think it was a good job for next year.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go, guys, 4 down, 4 down. Front left. Check, 59. Hey.
On the carry, this is Scott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run with Scott. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
DC. Wide, get wide. 61, matchbox lights.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Goff, a quick throw complete to Cooks. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Mike 20. Mike 54. Mike 54.
On first down, it's Gurley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 on the Seahawks' 47-yard line.
Cut, 120. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. We're good. Go. Mike 54. Wild.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Out of the gun. Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 20-yard touchdown. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down now, it's Scott. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And he's got his target. That's Moore. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head steam going.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Yeah, he pulled his shoulder later.
On first down, it's Scott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Scott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Mike 58, right
Yeah.
there. Here we go.
Here's Wilson on third down. He's going to look deep for more. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Check 13. Alert 3. 5. Check 3.
Now Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits.
I think he's more like a 90. I think he's like a 90 because he can't go nowhere. But he can get out of it.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check 24.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Yeah, he do. I think he should at least get a 90.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. They run. It's Gurley. Room here to run. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 36 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7.
Where that boy from Rowell at? Where the boy from
Now
Rowell
for the
at?
touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He'll rifle this one deep right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Todd, 20. 54. I'm trying to collect. Check 50. Check 50. DC. He's checking. Crash. No. Off.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley.
Let me tell you something.
Stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Shift. Check 9. Shell. Rush in. Check the backer. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Louis. Under 10.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Come over from trying that shit, bro.
Watch out.
49,
check 49. Tight end, kill. Kill.
Now it's Gurley. And some room to work. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
What? Like 20. Check 55, Mike. In your face. Check. Hey, kill. Mike 55.
Another carry now for Gurley. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Cut. 180. 55. Watch QB drop. Hey, watch it. Watch twist. Yes, sir. Check 24. Bang.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hatchet.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Here goes tonight. Like 20. Army. Check nickel. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Motion.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Hopefully he run this screen. I'm trying to pick 6 this bit.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that's complete to Cooks.
Bro, this shit didn't let me get to my fucking guy, bro.
It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
I already knew the
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's second down. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, G. Twist.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Cut. 180. Watch my board. I got it. Check it out, read. Slam. Hold on. Check.
Second down, it's Henderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Watch the eye. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Right there. 54. Right there.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Motion.
On second down now, it's Henderson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 22 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. From the gun, here's Goff. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
What we got? 6 guys.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action. It's Wilson.
And
he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Samson Abukum in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
14. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Gun.
Here's Wilson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here in this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
Boy, juices up the defense.
That's a great way to score some points.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting up.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Show it up, show it up. Shift. Switch. Right there.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Powering forward. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Mike, go. Line 20. Mike. Like the pass. Check 4. Shell. Crunch. Maverick. Motion.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any off.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Hey, Haywood! Switch up!
Now Goff on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Check 31. Switch.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And an alley to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Silver.
Spud.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Go, 12. Go.
Mike's 54.
On 1st down, gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Shell.
Watch out. 54. Rip left, rip left. Tighten up, tighten up.
Whirling, whirling.
Switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. We're really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Round. Round.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, that QB's trash, let's go. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky.
Goff now looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. Taken in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Open man here is Scott, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
I probably won't even get
From
to play
Seattle,
man.
so long, everybody.
He be trying to pull. Yeah, but tomorrow. Yeah, I want tomorrow. He gonna always hit me with a, I don't know. And they never lost through the fucking fair system.
Yeah! That's you cheating?
There's something about that fucking. Yeah. I don't even use the bus. Cause it already take too much time to throw the fucking ball. There ain't no need to be puffing. Huh?
Can you show me that again, please?
Who did that?
Show me that again, your heart.
Believer? Who had Devin Bush? Oh, the Steelers. Who was with the Bengals? Honestly, if you make a you're not gonna find. Man, I might think about it then. And nigga, you were walking home. I said that nigga's a walking home. Chase won the second one. He won the first one. Man, that nigga Tyree. I'm not sure who got that.
Running these stacks up, 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I get back up.